cops. So yeah, the challenge is to complete like a pretty clean lap, basically, without any proper mistakes. Like that, for example. That is a proper mistake. Hello and welcome back to the Racing Games channel. My name is Mark and I am taking on yet another challenge this week in Assetto Corsa. Now this might sound like a really easy challenge, but trust me when I say, for me at least, it's not. Basically, I'm going to try and do a hot lap of Silverstone. I believe it's the Silverstone Grand Prix configuration, which is the one we all know and love today. And the reason this is a challenge for me personally is because I'm just coming off the back of the Assetto Corsa stream that myself and the guys did Friday afternoon on Facebook. Check that out, link to which should be in the description down below. Check out all of our streams on Facebook every Friday, sometime between 2 and 3 p.m. We'll always let you know when we're about to go live. This is my first ever time today playing Assetto Corsa, and I did a few laps with the guys on various different tracks. Tried to do the Nordschleife with Toby H. That happened. Not much to write home about there. Then we did some laps of Monza, various configurations of Monza, and then we did Highlands Long, and yeah, I only completed like 3 laps of that. So this is a big challenge for me to try and do a lap of a track that I know very, very well, but in a game that I know very, very little. And we will see how I go. So car setup and all that stuff, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm really not in a position to be able to do anything like that. The idea, the goal of this is just to complete a hot lap, preferably without any mistakes. I believe I've got damage on 50% right now. I've got fuel consumption on, so this engine right now, if that is the throttle running, that's not going to do me much good. 1 lap. That's all it is. 1 lap. It might take multiple attempts, but 1 lap, relatively clean. Let's see if I can actually do it. So already I am struggling to control the car. The throttle of these, I should point out, I can't actually remember what type of Lotus I'm in, but I believe I am in a Lotus. An F1-ish car. As you can see, it's got like a manual gearbox still, which is alarming, to say the least. And I kind of got around there. That counts. Whoa, and there's the mess up. Is this farm or village? I can never remember. So yeah, that didn't work out very well. I think that's farm, isn't it? And then village is the left-hander here. I've also just screwed up. I was at Silverstone not long ago, in fact. My partner got me tickets to the Silverstone Museum, Interactive Museum. Very good, highly recommend it. We got to stand right next to Brooklands as they came around. There was like a classic car day. I think it was a race event, and they were just doing practice before the main event itself kicked off the next day. Oh my, hearing classic cars roaring around Brooklands here was a sight to behold. Along the Hangar Straight. I think this is the only track on the calendar where I know pretty much the name of every corner and every straight as well. He says, as he's trying to remember if this is Club or Stowe. This is Stowe, isn't it? Club is, I believe, the final corner. Oi, which we might not be reaching at this rate. Right, this is where we started. And already you can see this lap hasn't quite worked out how I intended, although I didn't crash technically. So there's progress at least. Can you imagine a real F1 car doing that? God, this car is an absolute nightmare in low gears. Toby D did warn me about that, but he was definitely right. So yeah, the challenge is to complete like a pretty clean lap, basically, without any proper mistakes. Like that, for example. That is a proper mistake. I don't want to complete a lap with any of those. Maggots and Beckett's have always been tricky for me. Even in F1, they've always been tricky for me. Ooh, there's a bollard. I said this is a track I know fairly well now. I've seen 3 Grand Prix here in the last 2 years. I feel like I know it, and yet driving it is still a very, very different beast entirely. Should also point out, unlike F1, I'm actually using the manual gears right now, so you might hear me change gear. There we go, and then a little bit of brake here, and then a bit of a push. Whee! See, that's a mistake again. So, had I started from the actual start line on this lap, it still wouldn't have counted, because that was a mistake. Oh my days. Oh, I oversnapped. Overcompensated there. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Whee! It's definitely all good. Okay, right. Let's try and get in a good seating position here. And let's go. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's not how you start, is it? I've had worse starts to a lap, believe it or not. But that is a mistake, and therefore we start again. Like, obviously, when I say it doesn't matter how slow I go, I do mean go faster than a snail. Technically, the lap hasn't started yet, so I will continue. Oh. And there's that lag. So yeah, I said don't go too slow, like, or speed doesn't matter, I should say, not don't go too slow. Don't go too slow is what I'm going to say now. I'm not trying to complete the fastest lap necessarily. I need to do a relatively fast lap though. So cleanliness and relative speed are the two factors that I'm most looking out for here. So around turn 1. There we go, change down to 3rd. Come out in 2nd, but yeah, no, that's another mistake. Once you're in 3rd, you tend to be okay. Okay, that was technically a mistake, but I'm going to continue just to see if it was a good lap still. Absolutely not. Changing gear coming into this corner seems to mess up my ability to brake. Or maybe I'm just locking up. I might just be locking up. Yes, I know I made quite a few mistakes there, but I just want to see a different part of the track for a bit. Okay, that was a pretty good lap. Now we got to try and do it again without that mistake halfway through. Oh, and there's the mistake. Oh, that's a bad one too. I think that's a return to the pits. Wow. Oh, I snapped it. I absolutely snapped it. Come on, Mark. We're getting so close now. We're getting so close. Come on, this has to be it. This has to be it. I'm getting cramp in my knee. I can't feel my toes. This has to be the one. Do you know what? I think I'm going to take that. I made a little mistake partway round, I admit. There's a couple of corners there that I could have got a lot better. Love field especially. But I'm going to take that. That was a pretty good lap. If you ask me, that was a pretty good lap. And with that, I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit the like button and subscribe to the Racing Games channel for more content like this. Let us know down below in the comments what kind of challenges you'd like to see us take on next. And until next time, I've been Mark. Take care.